Hey, it's End Time Watchman. I'm back, part 2 on surviving coming catastrophes, collapses of the economy, and all these things that are going to take place. The Bible says it's going to happen, but whether you believe the Bible or not, it's going to happen. It's going to take place, and we should be prepared, and we should be ready to overcome the difficulties that are going to face us in the not-so-distant future. Okay? Now, having said that, I put a couple of videos up, I believe it was yesterday, on the armchair survivalist, Kurt Wilson, whom I really look at as a friend, as a patriot, and a person that I would say he's like me, but I'm going to say I'm like him in a sense because he is a little bit older in age than me, but at the same time, there's a little something that he talked about in your brain, and I give him the credit for this, that at birth that was left off with me, and that little something there is called BS, bull crap. I don't beat around the bush. I'm not going to do it. I'm being honest with you, and I'm going to the best of my ability. I've never willingly lied to you in any shape, form, or fashion. Okay? But having said that, there's a few items that I have bought in the cases, and I want you to understand something. This will be an item that you will not regret getting if you're able to get it. Let me turn around and grab some stuff. You guys bear with me. I've got some Australian cheese that I bought from Mr. Kurt Wilson. I bought it by the cases. I'll show you the cases in a minute, but I wanted to take one out and let you guys see it. I've got some Red Feather brand creamy butter. Does not have to be refrigerated till after opening. It let's see here. You're talking 5-year shelf life minimum. I have the Yoder's beef chunks that I've bought by the cases, and in these Yoder's beef chunks, I've also got the turkey and I've got the chicken also, and I bought those by the cases. The cans are 28-ounce cans, 1 pound, 12 ounces per can. Okay? Now, I've got the Yoder's bacon, smoke flavor added, that I ordered from Mr. Kurt Wilson, Armchair Survivalist, Survival Enterprises, forcetolate.com, and I'm on everybody's been fussing about not putting these links up. I'm going to get my wife and kids to put them up when I get through the video before they upload them and get them on YouTube. I'm going to try to get all these links and make it a lot easier for people to go there and personally call Mr. Kurt Wilson, because I'll tell you. Now, I bought a bunch of spices that comes. Now, the cans are not beautiful, okay? They got a white and black thing on them. They're not all dicey looking like they do in the grocery store where you see in the background for all this stuff they sell you that's got all the different colors on it. But what these are future essentials. They're spices. And I've got tons of them back there. You can't read the labels very well, but having said that, let me get to the fact of the business about what I'm talking about Mr. Kurt Wilson. I believe Mr. Kurt Wilson's a straight up guy. I believe he's a patriot. I believe he does not he don't want nobody to starve. He'll tell you right quick like. If you listen to this radio program on GCN like I do, you can do it over the internet, but in any event, just go to gcn.live.com and you can do on demand and Armchair Survivalist and listen to him and just see what he's got to say. And if you dismiss him, fine. You dismiss me, that's fine. But you know, you can't say that when the doo-doo hits the fan that nobody didn't warn you. But having said that, on the bacon, on the cheese, on the butter, you know, on the beef chunks, on the chicken, on the turkey, and the list goes on and on and on. And I'm going to get up for a minute real quick and show you the cases that it comes in that I have. I don't just have a few items here trying to promote something and get a free ride from him. I paid full price for my stuff as I did for the She Nutrition and Interfood. I'm just got some things that I believe that you may not have that are essential. I'm going to grab a case or two and I'll be right back. Y'all hang with me. See, on the Yoder's bacon it comes to the case. and I won't do any more cases because I know some of you don't like me moving around and all, but the bacon, the cheese, the butter, the beef chunks, the turkey, the chicken, and I didn't want to bring all, I got this stored in another secure location, but I wanted to bring back to show you because I try to do everything in threes. In other words, where I keep my food, where I keep my ammo, where I keep different guns, where I keep different things, I do it in threes. In case something happens in this one spot, I can move to another spot, and then I can move to another spot. And that's just the way I choose to do it. A lot of ex-military I've talked to, they recommend threes, and a lot of patriots do, and some, you know, some do and some don't, and that's fine. If you feel like putting all your eggs in one basket, let's hope and pray to God you don't drop that basket of eggs, because they pretty much all of them's going to break. But that's why I do it in threes. But he also something I purchased from him was a super stunner, which I've got one in each vehicle, and check the laws in your state about owning a stun gun. But I do that as a disclaimer. But in any event, Kurt Wilson's got a lot of good stuff. He's got a great head on his shoulders. He is a man that believes in America, and he's a true patriot. And I'm going to be doing some more stuff with his radio show, and bringing some more stuff forward for your information in the not so distant future. I won't be doing it tonight because I don't have another computer beside me. I'm out here in the garage. But I'm telling you right now, if you're a patriot and you believe in patriotism and you believe in America, you should check this guy out. I'm telling you right now, he's got his head screwed on his shoulders right, and he knows about the Baltic Index, and he knows about the shipping, and I learn a lot from him, and I try to bring it to y'all in bits and pieces, and we all put the puzzle together. But having said that, I'm going to move on to some other items, but Morton's Nature Seasoning, y'all. Well, why am I doing this as I'm doing the stuff that I bought from Kurt and things like that? Well, I'll tell you why. In just a minute. Old Bay seasoning. And like I told you, I've got some 5 to 10 year stuff here that I bought from Kurt Wilson. It come in the cases. It's a variety of spices in a case. 12 cans or whatever to the case. I don't remember exactly. You just call him and find out. But this is put up for long term. But I've also got the Nature Seasoning. I've got the Old Bay Seasoning. I don't have any with me, but I've got the Tony Chachers or Shachers or however you pronounce him. I've got all these items that I want to season my food with. In the event that you're not able to go back to the grocery store, you don't have to just eat because, you know, on the beef chunks and all this stuff. I mean, look, man, you're going to want to spice it up a little bit. This stuff's going to get, everything's going to get old to eat if you ain't got some way to spice it up, y'all. It's just that simple. I mean, you can even eat it straight out of the can, but you throw your little nature seasoning on it. You got your spices together. Black pepper, you got the onion, the celery seeds, all that all mixed in. When you chunk it on there, if you have to open it with a can opener and eat it straight out of the can, you can, but just dice your little stuff in there, straight out of the can. Because I want to tell you something. These days of eating out in the restaurants and all, they've been over for us. I mean, they have. They really have. Once in a blue moon, if I'm in town and I'm picking up some stuff, I'll go by and get me something that I feel like's not going to lock my arteries down or whatever, but I don't know. My lifestyle has changed. And I think for the better, you know. I'm going to do a part 3 and keep doing the survival thing because I feel like it's essential. But having said that, I hope that you can get something out of this tonight or whenever you watch it, because the reason I'm spending my time away from my family is because not only do I love my wife and my kids and my mother and my sisters, and the list goes on, but I love you out there, YouTubers. I love you, and I don't want to see none of you starve. I don't want you to be wringing your hands and wondering, oh my goodness gracious, what am I going to do? I didn't get this and didn't get that. None of us here are rich, but we chip away at this. We chip away at this mess little by little by picking up this. You know, I went the other day, and I'm running out of time. I better hurry. I went the other day, and I had to go to a store to get something, and it wasn't even this that my wife sent me after. And I bought every one of these they had. It's not going to go bad. I picked them up. I probably spent 40 bucks on it. I'm out of time. I'll be back.